مرحبا يا شباب ومرحبا يا صبايا، كيفكن اليوم؟ شو أخباركن؟ إن شاء الله بخير، مبسوطين، بردانين. الجو برا عن جد مثل التلج، بس بصراحة أنا هلأ عم حاول درب حالي على الجو البارد. يعني هذا الشي نحنا ما فينا نتحكم فيه، صح؟ فما لازم نخلي الجو البارد يتحكم بمزاجنا أو بنشاطاتنا اليومية. لازم نبلش نحب البرد، هذا الحل بصراحة. على كل حال، هذا مش موضوع البودكاست. بهاي الحلقة بدي أحكي لكم أكتر معلومات وتفصيلات عن وصل الأفعال verb Arabic conjugation. In the previous episode, I spoke about the general understanding about how to conjugate verb in Arabic language. Today, we're going to tackle and focus on the past tense, how to conjugate Arabic verb in Levantine Arabic in the past tense. Tamam. Now, to conjugate Arabic verbs in past tense, you need to consider the subject pronoun first and apply the appropriate conjugation for the root verb. The past tense is usually marked by suffixes that we add to the root. So we need to add something at the end of the verb. Just remember, a letter at the end of the root verb. So here's the breakdown of the past tense conjugation for the verb كتب with different subject pronouns. So أنا كتبت. أنت you masculine singular كتبت. أنتي you feminine singular كتبتي. هو he كتب. هي كتبت she wrote. نحنا كتبنا we wrote. انتو you all كتبتوا so you all wrote. هن they كتبوا they wrote. So that's the kind of the standard conjugation for the past tense. Now let's move to irregular verbs in Levantine Arabic. So usually we have some verbs that have unique challenges when it comes to conjugate them, and this is because of the long vowels that they have. And these long vowels usually are 3, so you need to memorize them. Okay, so again, irregular verbs in Levantine Arabic often manifests through the use of one of the 3 long vowels. The first one is alif, second is a wa and ya. But it's important to note that these vowels, while represented as letters, they function as long vowels, and each produce a different sound. So the alif produce a, the wa is u or o, very long, and the ya is e. So you will see these long vowels in verbs, and when you see it, that verb is irregular. You have a problem. There's a challenge. You need to learn how to do it. So I'm gonna give you some examples for that. So to say is al. So you see the alif in the middle. This is a long vowel. This is a regular verb. Problem, مشكلة يعني. To see, شاف. Again, there's an alif in the middle. To sell, باع. Again, alif in the middle. To go, راح. نفس المشكلة, alif in the middle. To sleep, نام. To give, عطى. So the sound a at the end. To speak, حكى. حكى. Okay, now you understood maybe a bit of the idea of the irregular verbs. Let's have some examples to clarify this, okay? So the verb to be, can. So let's do it in past tense. So if I want to say I was, أنا كنت. They were, هن كانوا. هن كانوا. So notice here that there are changes. So can becomes كنت. The alif disappeared for some reasons. Why? It is a regular verb. Let's look at the verb to speak. حكى. So she spoke. حكت. Again, the alif disappeared. حكت. And let's say you spoke. أنت حكيت. أنت حكيت. Oh, now we have a ya. So the alif becomes ya. Do you see what I'm talking about now? So again, the verb al. There's an alif in the middle. So it's not a normal verb. So we said نحن إلنا. Again, the alif disappeared. You said for a female إنتي إلتي. إلتي. Now don't be, pessimistic about this. There is certain patterns you can learn, and usually I clarified this in my book and also in the online program we have at Nassra Arabic Method, and I will also clarify this through the podcast. So now just understand the main idea, okay? Now let's have some examples. So I wrote a letter. كتبت رسالة. You read the book for masculine. قريت الكتاب. She visited her friend. زارت صديقتها. صديقتها. Of course, I used a different word for friend. We have رفيق, we have صاحب, we have صديق. It's your choice. They all Levantine. We studied Arabic. درسنا عربي. سافروا على مصر. They traveled to Egypt. So that's all, guys, for today. Basically, I explained to you the foundation of making the past tense in Levantine Arabic. Make sure you listen to this podcast again. There will be a PDF as well for everything I have said here. You can look at it. So check all the links down this episode and choose the right choice for you. Otherwise, keep listening to my podcast and hopefully I will make you bulbul. واحد يوم. وسلامات.